Okay, so today we're talking about solving proportions, which is really the last main example we're going to do when it comes to solving basic equations. And they look like this. So it always looks like a fraction equals a fraction. Everybody write it down. You're going to definitely want a calculator today, so if you don't have one, go get one. What's up, Colin?
Stretch.
Okay.
For the first like 3 days. Oh yeah.
All right. So, does anybody remember from 8th grade? Focus on me now. Does anybody remember from 8th grade how you solve a proportion problem missing an x? What do you do? No, you actually don't. That would be helpful if you were adding or subtracting, but in this case, we can do something a lot more quickly. Grace?
You would multiply the bottom of the one with the x on it and the top of the other one and then divide by the other bottom one.
Right, this is called cross multiplication. Remember that word?
No.
Well, now you know it. Hey, Colin. Having a bad day?
Yeah, I was up late, now I'm tired.
Okay, you need to be writing these things down and put down the bubble wrap. With cross multiplying, and you can almost think about it like we're doing this really fast, like a quick step, rather than having to do it slow. So do you guys understand that this fraction means divided by 25, right? So if I wanted to get rid of it, I'd multiply by 25 on both sides. Do you guys agree? And can you look up, just visualize this. We're not writing anything, just visualize it. Can you imagine if I wrote times by 25 on the top and the bottom, we'd cancel it out up here on the right, right? But on this side, it would be 25 times x. And on this side, do you see how it says divide by 45? And how do you get rid of a divide by 45? Multiply by 45. So I'd multiply by 45 over here, which would cancel it out. And over here, I'd multiply by 45. So what we're going to do is cross multiplying, which is just one step. Just one step is what we're going to do. We're going to multiply the things that are diagonal from each other. So it's almost like we're multiplying by both at the same time and canceling things out at the same time. So x times 25 is 25x. And that equals 15 times 45. So in your calculators, put in 15 times 45. What'd you get? 675. And then you're going to solve this like a normal equation. So how do I get the x by itself right now? Divide by what? 25. So I'm going to divide by 25 on both sides. So what do you get when you divide by 25 on both sides? 27. And that's the answer. Okay, we could do this really slow by slowly multiplying by 45 and then slowly multiplying by 25 and canceling out, but this goes a lot faster. And it only works when you have a fraction equals a fraction. Okay? All right, so example 2, this is the one you're going to win a prize for with your partner. We're going to write n minus 4 over 8 equals 3 over 2. Now, I'm going to help you set this up because we're going to cross multiply. Do you see how this is still a fraction equals a fraction? It's a little scarier than last time because there's this n minus 4 instead of just an n up there, but we'll get it. So write this out. The one side is going to be 3 times 8, which is what? 24 is what 3 times 8 is. And on this side, I'm going to write 2 parentheses n minus 4. So the first thing you need to do with your partner is distribute that 2 and then solve for n. Go ahead. Talk to each other. Don't just sit next to each other in silence. The correct answer, if you get it right, is 16. Connor. Great. Wait. Make sure you're talking to your partner. Just working in silence next to them is unacceptable. Ooh, it is not leaving me alone. 16. All right, talk to your partner right now about whether you guys would like to come up here and show us how to do this for a prize. I've got gum, I've got zoo animals, I'm a winner signs, I've got a mermaid skeleton. Yeah.
So you have to look at your work and see which numbers are different. Did you find out that 8 is different and you said, no, you're wrong? Or did you just, okay, you guys gotta like do this next time? Put them right next to each other.
Take one from each side.
One hand up per group. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1.
What? One never gets picked. I was saying how it was gonna be 10, he turned to me and he goes, one never gets picked. It's gonna be 4, 5, or 8. I'm ready.
Why don't you use my pen?
This one? Okay.
All right, hey Colin, when you talk,
What
you
am I
talk by the
supposed to be doing?
computer.
Oh, I'm supposed to say what we're doing.
Yep.
Okay, so, you write
Be
stuff.
polite now.
24 equals 2. So she had to distribute it, so she had to do 2 times 1n and 2 times, I think it's 4, right? Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are not being polite.
2 times 4 equals 8. I didn't know that at first. 2n minus 8. And then
Why did she plus 8 to
I
both
can't,
sides?
hold on, can I explain? Okay, so then you gotta do your, is that called distributed property?
Yep, you already
So
talked
then-
about that.
You plus 8 on that side and plus 8 on the other side.
Oh, okay.
And that's 32 equals 2n. Now you gotta divide by 2 to more distribution.
No, it's not distribution. It's getting n by itself. The part that's called distribution is like the part where we multiply the 2 into both of them.
Okay.
Yep.
And then, yeah, 32 divided by 2 equals 16.
Beautiful. Fantastic job.
Magic present.
I like how enthusiastic you are. What?
This is a prize?
Did you say it's a broken chair?
No, it's a comb.
I
This
know,
guy's a
right?
prize. Yeah, it's a prize.
Yeah, do it.
No, he took his colors.
All right. We've got 2 more examples to get through.
police officer received prizes.
Number 4 will. All right. X over 9 equals 2x minus 3 over 24. See how this is getting a little grosser now? All right, so I'm doing this one with you, and then you're going to do example 4 by yourself. This is a good candidate for cross multiplication, obviously, because it's on this assignment, but also because see how it's a fraction equals a fraction? There's gross stuff in the fractions, but it's just a fraction equals a fraction. Are you also starting to understand that it may have been really easy to do like x plus something, or x plus 6 equals 10, and you're like, oh, it's 4. But when we're now at these types of problems, you can't do this stuff in your head anymore. Probably.